Okay, Andy. Good morning, everyone. So the last class, wrapper classes started anyway. Yesterday's program executed, Andy. The program what I given to you. You executed correctly this one, right? Okay. We have to make primitive data types available in the form of objects. Because of this reason, we are trying to take the support of wrapper classes. That's the information. So now we are entering into wrapper classes, boxing process, unboxing process, auto boxing process, auto unboxing process. Like this, 4 FAQ questions will be there here. Okay, right. Make a sliding like this for today's class. Before going into today's class, the classes which are used to make primitive data types available in the form of objects are known as wrapper classes. Every primitive data type will have its own wrapper class. Every primitive data type will have its own wrapper class. And there are 8 wrapper classes from java.lang package. So 8 primitive data types are there, 8 wrapper classes are there. And the following is the list of wrapper classes. These are the wrapper classes. Anyway, by using these wrapper classes, we have to perform boxing process. Make it define boxing process. Boxing process. Define boxing process. The process of binding. The process of binding primitive data type values into wrapper class objects. Wrapper class objects. The process of binding primitive data type values into wrapper class objects. Wrapper class objects is known as boxing process. Is known as boxing process. Binding meaning is keeping the value inside the object. We call it as binding. The process of binding the primitive data type values into wrapper class objects is known as boxing process. To perform this boxing process, we take the support of constructors. Make a statement. We use constructors. We use constructors to perform boxing process. To perform boxing process. We use constructors to perform boxing process. Whenever we want to do this boxing process, we take the support of constructors. That's the meaning. And whenever we want to do the boxing process, we take the support of constructors. And we must know what are the constructors available in the wrapper classes. In that process, make it. The following are the list of constructors. The list of constructors available from wrapper classes. Available from wrapper classes. The following are the list of constructors available from wrapper classes. So down you take wrapper class name anyway. Wrapper class and constructors. Wrapper class name is byte. And byte has two constructors. One constructor with parameter byte. One more constructor with parameter string. Two constructors will be there. Constructor means having the same name of the class, no? Right. Byte means the name is byte. So byte of byte means this is primitive. Whenever I write lowercase primitive, whenever I write uppercase, this is class. Now short. So short is having one constructor short. Short of short. Again, short of string. Two constructors. Integer. Integer having two constructors. Integer of int and integer of string. Integer of string. We had long. Long also having two constructors. Long of long and long of string. Two constructors. Float will have three constructors are there for float. Float will have float. And the float will have double constructor also. And the float will have string. Three constructors are available. Double. And the double is having only two constructors. Double of double and double of string. Two constructors. Here character is having one constructor. Character of char. Only one constructor is there. And boolean having two constructors. Boolean having two constructors. One boolean of boolean and one is boolean of string. These are the list of constructors available in each wrapper class. So float is having three constructors, character is having one constructor, remaining all wrapper classes are having two constructors. The theory. Right. So everybody should remember the listed, right? Okay. Sir, why it is string here? Actually, string means the number in the form of string. Actually, the number in the form of string. The number in the form of string. So double quotes will be there anyway. So these are the list of constructors to be by-handed from wrapper classes. String, you know, how many constructors are available in java.lang.string class? 15 constructors. Count you must know. You cannot remember 15 constructors, you cannot remember. Java.lang.string buffer has how many constructors? 4 constructors. You must know the list also. That signatures also you must know. Java.lang.string builder has how many constructors? 4. String tokenizer, string joiner, they will not ask it. Because they are utility classes. They are separate. They are not part of your coding, separate. When you want to do some actions on string objects, they'll come. Unless they are not part of your object-oriented journey. Means they are not generating. Of course, they also give objects to you. They are not specific objects. They are generating, they are working on your string objects. They call it as utility. After that, wrapper class objects are coming, 8 wrapper class objects. Because each one will give one object, no? Byte object, short object, integer object, and so on. So byte will give how many objects now? 2 objects. Yes or no? Byte with byte value, byte with string value. Like this 2 objects will come. This is 2, this is 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 2, 13, 13 plus 1, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. So almost 16 objects, 16 different wrapper class objects will come. So theory. Okay, right. Now let us do this boxing process with the support of these constructors. Right. Okay. Now example 1, I will take it. Example program 1, I will take it. So I'll take the support of integer. I am taking the support of integer. See there. I am opening. Right. I am taking a project name as wrapper classes. Demo wrapper class 1 I am taking. Right. See there. So integer is a built-in class anyway. So boxing process means what, sir? Boxing process. I am creating object for integer ob1 is equal to new integer. This is a object creation, no? Generally, right. Here constructor call will be there. Here constructor call. New integer constructor call. There are 2 constructors available. You have to call any one constructor, no? Yes or no? See there, I'll open the library once. Java P, Java dot, lang dot, integer. Integer. Integer has many methods. Can you see one reverse method here? because I not given that palindrome program and that one on numbers I not given, because these classes will provide many methods. In real time, we use that methods generally. So I'll introduce that methods because I asked you, I not given program on that reversing a number, palindrome number, Armstrong number. Some repeated questions will get in your examinations, no such questions. So for that, we had more flexibility than other languages because we had a methods here. Already reverse method is there and some other methods are there. Anyway, this is one class, sir. Integer is one class. With the same class name, we had two constructors here. Integer of int, integer of string. Can you see? So there are, of course, these are all your, don't look it. Side you don't look it. There are exception handling chapter. When the exception handling chapter comes, we link it. So up to now, constructors completed. You are looking into constructors now. Integer of int, integer of string. The meaning is, I want to call constructor call with int parameter. So I want to pass integer as parameter. Now the integer constructor is called. Now integer OB2 is equal to new integer of. I want to call that string as parameter. Means constructor call with string parameter. String parameter. Here string parameter means don't pass like this. HYD, Java. They are all strings, no? You must not pass it. Right? Sir, what I should pass it? Number, you have to pass in the form of a string. That's the meaning. So, if you pass 12 like this, this is normal int. Suppose if I pass 13 in double quotes, you are passing 13 in double quotes. Whenever you pass 13 in double quotes, that's called int in the form of a string. That's the meaning. You are passing int in the form of a string. So that only this constructor. This constructor says that I will accept int in the form of a string. This is normal int value. This is int in the form of a string. That only string data here. That's a theory. Now, display the data. System.out.println. System.out.println. Display values. Now actually, after writing this, what happens, sir, means I'll draw one diagram because wrapper class object diagram. Generally, so whenever we want to draw the diagram for it, integer also one class only, anyway, like string and so on. So our standard diagram, we draw it once like this. Method area where classes are loaded. Heap area where objects are created. Java stack area where methods are executed. Generally, this is the components we draw generally. This is method area. This is heap area. This is Java stack area. Here main method will come anyway. So main method came here. Main method will come for execution. Public static void main. Now here we had integer OB1. Integer OB1 I took it. Equal to new integer of 12 like this. Now new integer means you have to create object. New integer means you have to create object. One object. New means you have to create object, no? New integer. Now, you have to create object. For object creation, integer class is loaded here. Your integer class is loaded here. This integer class is having many methods, but we are highlighting two constructors, integer of int and integer of string. Now two constructors are there. Here one constructor call is there. Here one constructor call is there. Which constructor call now? Int parameter constructor call. Yes or no? Right. Now this int parameter constructor call will come out. Just I'm putting one arrow up. So that is coming out. Imagine it. So this will come out. Int constructor call will come out. This constructor will come out. This constructor will come and load here for execution. That constructor will come here for execution. Integer of int. Now, this integer of int will take this parameter. This 12 will be taken as a parameter. This 12 will be taken as a parameter. Means this one connectivity, this line connected here, imagine it. Okay, right. Now this integer, what it will do now? The integer will take the value. Will take the value and bind here. This integer, your built-in code will be there. Some code. This code will bind the data. The 12 is binded here. That integer will bind the data to the object. That only concept. It takes the 12 and keep it in. Already you know one definition. Constructors are used to initialize instance variables. Instance variables means variables of object. Here also 12 is initialized to instance variable. But where is the variable name? Variable name not there because they are built-in classes. Internally they organize the data without variables. That's the meaning. Now this integer will bind here 12. That's once binding has been completed here. Here one toString method will be there. ToString method is available in all the classes, no? Yes or no? Na? Available in all the classes almost. The toString method will come here. This toString method, like your string data. Always the toString method is coming, no? In the string object also same. Java is coming there, down toString method is coming, the same format. So this will come and bind here. Imagine it, this will come and bind it. Now the constructor will bind the data here. I'll give the number 2. The constructor will do binding the value to the object. Then what are the methods available? The methods will be binded here. Means what are the methods available? The methods will come here. So among that I am showing toString method. After this work has been completed now. This work has been completed. This object binding completed, no? Once object binding completed, this will be destroyed actually. Because constructor execution completed. Now this reference will come and load onto OB. This reference will come and load onto OB. This reference will come and load onto OB. Boxing meaning is taking, constructor is taking the value and keeping in the object. That's called boxing. Boxing means open the box, keep inside the box, close the box. Here roughly object means one memory, right? You take that value and keep in that object. That process we call it as boxing. Now, whenever I say OB1.12, whenever I want to display system.out.println, whenever I want to display the data from OB1, I'll use OB1.toString, I'll use it. Whenever I say OB1.toString, answer will come. OB1.12 is coming or not now? ToString method is mandatory or not mandatory? Not mandatory. If you don't use ToString method also, answer will come. I made this statement in the string chapter already, but even then I am writing in all the programs. I am intentionally writing the ToString in all the programs. It is an auto executable method. I given information in your string chapter already. Okay, right. Now, the same way, second object now. What is the second object now? Sir, this is the second object here. Integer OB2 is equal to new integer of double quotes 13. Double quotes 13. Int in the form of string. Again, new means what now, sir? New means one more object should be created. New means one more object should be created. That is 0x222. One more object. Now, while object creation, here constructor call is there. Which constructor call is there now? Sir, the constructor with the string parameter. This constructor call is there. Now, this constructor will come for execution here. This constructor will come for execution here. This constructor is coming out. Integer of string. Integer of string. Anyway, your place is there. I am connecting this arrow. For my place is there. I am connecting. Came for execution. Now, this 13 will be taken as a parameter. Double quotes 13 is taken as a parameter. Here some code is there anyway. So, the data will come and bind here. The data will come and bind here. I'll use some black color. The data will come and bind here. How it binds means double quotes 13. The data is binded in the form of double quotes 13. The data is binded. It takes the data and binds. Whatever the data is there, it takes the data and binds. That is a constructor duty. And binds. So this binding I am giving a 6 to you. Once the binding completed now, this ToString method will come here. To display the data, ToString method will come. This ToString method will come and join here. Anyway, this will be destroyed. Now this reference will be copied onto OB2. Right. So boxing process means we are keeping the values inside the objects with the support of a constructor. That's a meaning. So the process we call it as a boxing process. To displace this 13, we are having OB2.toString. So system.out.println. This is OB2. OB2.toString. We had it. Now. Answer is coming or not now? Now, values are available in the form of objects. Values available in the form of objects. Understood this point? All right. Now, when the values are available in the form of objects, sir, can I do some operations? Can I do some operations on this? Because values means I can do some operations. Whether I can do some operations on it generally. So system dot out dot println some operations I am trying on it. So system dot out dot println I am using some operation I am using. OB1 plus OB2. OB1 plus OB2. Can you see the answer? Directly I am adding the objects or not now? That flexibility available for wrapper class object only. Only for wrapper class. Don't add that product class object to book object. Don't add it. Wrapper classes means primitives that had that nature. So they are available in the form of objects actually. Now, if I say OB1 greater than OB2. System dot out dot println. True. Roughly I am printing it. System dot out dot println. False. It is comparing or not now? So what you observe now? We can do some operations on wrapper class objects directly. Wrapper class objects are holding primitive data type values, but you can perform operations on that objects directly. Understood now? Right, that's the point. Right, for roughly I took some operations, you can do directly on it, you can do it. Okay, right. Now, here one yellow mark is coming here, yellow mark. One yellow mark is coming. So here the constructor integer of int has been deprecated since version 9 and marked for removal. Deprecated English meaning is nothing but deprecation means unauthorized. Actually English meaning is unauthorized. So this syntax is unauthorized. Right? Since Java 9 version, it is unauthorized. And R&D, research and development, marked this syntax for the removal. Means in the future, the syntax will be vanished. That's the meaning of that warning. So they are giving intimation to us. I am using Java 16 product. You are using Java 17 product. Since Java 9 version onwards, this syntax has been marked as deprecation. They are giving means marked as deprecation means unauthorized to use this syntax. Why means your research and development department marked it as a removal. Means in the coming version it is going to be removed. Means they are educating the developers. That is a warning giving. I am using no sir. Warning is there also, answer will come. Warning is there also, answer will come. No issue. So warning is there also, answer will come because this syntax available from almost 1995 onwards, the syntax is there. Right? Almost since 20 years onwards, syntax is there. Suddenly, if you want to change the syntax, you are collapsing the developer or not now. I habituated to write the syntax. Suddenly, if you are removing one syntax, I will be collapsed. You have to educate me for a few years. So they are educating me. Developer, keep a mark. In the future, I am removing. Please change yourself. They are going to, that only they are giving indications. That only versions only. Why they release versions means suddenly they will not change only. Suddenly tomorrow morning they'll keep one new product with all new versions means existing developer will be collapsed only. Existing developer will be collapsed actually. Because the version concept that only slowly they'll educate. Suddenly they will not educate only. One change in one version, second change in one version, slowly, they'll educate the developer and come. Somewhere they'll give a informations we are making to change it, note it, we are making to like this. They'll educate it. Why means language no? Based on Java language, lakhs of people are working. Suddenly tomorrow morning they released one new version. Up to now, non-known to anybody means the lakhs of developers will stand on the road. Because again, they have to run to the Amirpet now for classes. For new version learning practices, they have to come. That only happens actually. So this is because the version, 6 versions released in 3 years. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. From 2018. 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years, they released 6 versions. And this syntax is from Java 17. Java 9, 2017. They given information to you. We are marked as a removal. So if we use also, no issue. The answer will come. And what you observed here now, sir, after keeping that primitive data type values in wrapper class objects also, we can perform normal operations. It's a theory. So this is one program. Demo. Wrapper class 1.java. So output, roughly 1 output. Here I'll keep the diagram. So why I drawn the diagram means user defined class objects, diagrams are there. String objects, diagrams are there. Wrapper class object also, I must keep one diagram in your document. So I drawn the diagram. So constructors are coming out, taking the values and keeping that value in the object and making your primitive data type value available in the form of object. If it is available in the form of object, can I do operations? Yes, you can do normal operations. What you done on your primitive data types, that's the information. Now, one more point to be remembered, note, NOT, note. All wrapper class objects are all wrapper class objects are all wrapper class objects are by default immutable classes. Immutable objects. All wrapper class objects are by default immutable objects. By default immutable objects. So all your wrapper classes are immutable objects. Immutable objects. So java.lang.string objects are immutable. All your wrapper class objects are immutable. So automatically they are immutable. Whatever the object I created part of your heap area in wrapper classes, they are immutable objects. So these wrapper class objects are immutable objects. This is immutable object. After now your user defined class object is mutable. To make your user defined class object immutable, polymorphism chapter will come. Through polymorphism chapter, we generate immutable object for user defined class. That only polymorphism. Poly means many. Morphism means forms. Object will have 2 forms. Mutable, immutable. That only concept. That only polymorphism chapter will say. But all students will byhead dynamic polymorphism, static polymorphism, they'll byhead it. Actually, that is not it actually. That is for graduation study, they prepared your mindset. But actually, many forms, polymorphism, many forms means as an object-oriented programmer, for your object, how many forms are there? That only we are educating. That's called polymorphism, many forms. So present your object in many forms. That only concept. So in the user-defined class object, mutable object came. Immutable object will come with polymorphism because the polymorphism is waiting down. It's not completed. Why not completed means still wrapper class objects not entered. No, now they are coming. Already string objects came. Now wrapper class objects are immutable. It's a theory. Now, anyway, the data are available in the objects. Data means primitive data type values I kept in the objects. That process we are calling it as boxing process. Now, right. Unboxing process. Define unboxing process. Define unboxing process. Define unboxing process. Define unboxing process. Unboxing means reverse. Define unboxing process. The process of taking primitive data type values. The process of taking primitive data type values out of wrapper class objects. The process of taking primitive data type values out of wrapper class objects is known as unboxing process. Is known as unboxing process. The process of taking primitive data type values out of wrapper class objects is known as unbox. Unboxing means taking the values outside. Right. We use the following methods. We use the following methods to perform unboxing process. We use the following methods to perform unboxing process. Perform unboxing process. So public byte value means the method will take the byte data outside. So public short value. So public int value. So public long value. So public float value. So public double value. So public char value. So public boolean value. So these are the methods to take the data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these methods will support you to take the data from wrapper class objects. Unboxing means taking that data outside. That's called unbox. Now, one example program. Right. See there? Demo wrapper class. Demo wrapper class 2. Boxing process. From integer family, I'll take integer OB1 is equal to new integer of 12. This is boxing. Among float family, I'll take float. OB2 is equal to new float. I'll take it. 12.34 F. Float means you must use F, no? Yes or no? Whenever you take any value in the RHS, you must use F. Now, among character family, only character is there. Character. OB3 is equal to new character of single quotes A. Among Boolean, only one is there. So, Boolean OB4 is equal to new Boolean. So, here you can write true or false like this. So, these are the 4 wrapper class objects. One for integer, one for float, one for character, one for Boolean. So, the objects are available like this actually. So, our imagination is 4 objects imagination for us. So, one object is integer anyway. Integer object will hold 12. Integer object will hold 12. To display the data, we had a toString method. ToString method we had it. And here some 0x11. This address is available on OB1. Available on OB1. Second one is 12.34 float, no? So float object anyway. Here float object 0x22. Here float object will hold 12.34. That's the imagination. 12.34. To display the data, we had a toString method. ToString method. This address is available on OB2. Available on OB2. And we had character, we had it. Character. And so character data. This is character. To display this, we had toString method is there. ToString method. 0x33. Address is available on OB3. Address is available on OB3. So here we had Boolean. Boolean means it will hold true or false. It will hold true or false. It is holding true. To display that true, we had a toString method. So 0x44. Now they are all available in the form of objects. Now this is OB4. So these are the objects, 4 objects. So this is boxing process. Boxing means the values kept inside the objects. Now we have to do unboxing process we are doing. Unboxing process. Unboxing process. Whenever you want to do unboxing process, you have to take the int data outside. Int I is equal to OB1 dot int value. So taking that int value outside. The same way, float sum F is equal to OB2. OB2 dot float value. Now, character. Char sum CH is equal to OB3 dot char value. Now Boolean. So Boolean Boolean sum B is equal to OB4 dot Boolean value. So the values after unboxing. Values after unboxing process. Unboxing process. I am printing the values. So system dot out dot println I value, I am printing I. So float F is printed here and CH is printed. Here Boolean B is printed. So first one is boxing, second one is unboxing. The values are coming. Now what these methods has been done now from here, the values are taken like this. So I is equal to 12 will come. F is equal to 12.34 will come. Here char CH is equal to A will come. And Boolean B is equal to true will come. This value is taken. We are taking the values out. Not only unbox. We are taking the values out. We are taking that values outside. So here only I am using int value, the method. Here float value, the method. To bring that value, here I am using char value. For diagrammatic I am drawing. And this is Boolean value. So this is unbox. Unbox means taking the data outside. Keeping inside is boxing. Taking out is unboxing. It's a theory. Here, demo wrapper class 2 dot Java small output. And one diagram down to show that boxing and unboxing. But nowadays, auto boxing came, auto unboxing came. Auto boxing means boxing done automatically. We are not doing, it only will do. Now there is a new thing actually. Auto unboxing, it only will do automatically. Make it define auto boxing process. FAQ. Define auto boxing process. Auto boxing process. The boxing process which is performed automatically. The boxing process which is performed automatically is known as auto boxing process. Auto boxing process. The boxing process which is performed automatically is known as auto boxing process. The boxing process which is performed automatically is known as auto boxing process. Right, look here. Now in this above program now, in this already your boxing is there, no? Let us make it as an auto box. Now save this program with another name. Wrapper class 3. See there, auto boxing means don't use any constructor here. Take one value here. Don't use any constructor here. Use value directly. Don't use any constructor here. Use values. Float. Don't use any constructor here. Direct values. This is auto box. Auto box means we are not writing the constructors. In auto boxing process, primitive data type values are assigned to non-primitive data type variables. This is primitive data type value 12. This is non-primitive data type variable. Actually, non-primitive data type variable will hold address. Yes or no? Here also address is holded and you are assigning 12, but internally one object is created automatically. One object is created, reference is loaded. So the process in which we assign primitive data type values to non-primitive data type variables, that we call it as auto box. Auto box means compiler is saying that I only will set the syntax and send it. There is a new version. So your execution controls will create the object automatically. You don't write any new keyword. You don't write any new don't write any constructors. We are only going to do the work. That's called auto boxing actually. Now make it one point here under auto boxing. In auto boxing process, the primitive data type values are assigned to non-primitive data type variables. In auto boxing process, the primitive data type values are assigned to non-primitive data type variables, and in this process, auto boxing is performed. Auto boxing process is performed. So automatically objects are created and binded. Like our string literal process, we observed string literal process. There also new operator not there, constructor not there, but object came. Here also objects will come. Now FAQ, auto unboxing process came. Define auto unboxing process. Auto unboxing process came. Auto unboxing process. The unboxing process which is performed automatically. The unboxing process which is performed automatically is known as auto unboxing process. The unboxing process which is performed automatically is known as auto unboxing process. Here also automatically unboxing is done. See that. Don't use these methods. Don't use these methods anyway. Don't use these methods. Don't use these methods. Don't use these methods. Don't use these methods. Without using these unboxing methods also, auto unboxing is performed. See there. This is auto unbox. Here, non-primitive data type variable, OB1, non-primitive data type variable assigned to primitive data type variable. This non-primitive data type variable assigned to primitive data type variable, internally, automatically, auto boxing is performed. It's a theory. If I run it, answer will come. So we are not using constructors. We are not using methods. In the latest versions, it is happening. Right? This boxing, unboxing introduced by Java 5. This auto boxings also came since Java 7 onwards. But nowadays improvement is very high. Means Java 17, 16, high performance. They'll do perfect unboxing, perfect boxing automatically without involvement of a developer. But questions are available in the market. What is boxing? What is unboxing? How will do boxing? How will do unboxing? What is auto boxing? What is auto unboxing? These are the questions, 4 questions available here. Now, when this auto unboxing is happened now, note. In auto unboxing process, the non-primitive data type values, the non-primitive data types are assigned to primitive data type variables. In auto unboxing process, the non-primitive data types are assigned to primitive data type variables, and in this process, auto unboxing process is performed. Auto unboxing process is performed. Just we have to assign that non-primitive data type variable to your primitive data type. Just you assign the value, automatically it only will do the work like this. This is non-primitive, means OB1 declared with integer. Once you assign the value, automatically the value will come out. That's called auto unbox. Combinedly for boxing and for auto boxing, auto unboxing. One example program what I shown to you, that is demo wrapper class 3.java. Same output is coming. We'll get same output. So finally, on demand we can have our wrapper class primitive data types in the form of objects we can have. Then they will ask, sir, why we have to make primitive data types available in the form of objects? That's one FAQ question. Sir, why we are making our primitive data types available in the form of objects? So all other forms are objects only, no? Strings are objects. User defined classes are objects. Only primitives are not available in the form of objects. So we are making that primitive data types available in the form of objects. The question is FAQ. Why? Why we have to make primitive data types available in the form of objects? Why? Why we have to make primitive data types available in the form of objects? Nothing but why we are doing boxing process. Again, why you are doing unboxing process. Why we are making that primitive data types available in the form of objects? What is the reason? Last, see there. In the future for us, arrays will come. This is array. Array will come. Many people knows Java developer will not use array in the real-time market. Only 1% we use it. Or we never use it. Arrays. That arrays are replaced by collection. Arrays are replaced by collection actually. So we are calling it as collection framework. We call it. Among the data structures are there. Everybody knows stack. generally. Suppose if I take one stack here, I am bringing one stack. Stack is a collection framework actually. Import java.util.stack I am bringing. One class that is. This is one data structure class, collection framework. And no need to comment. Collection. Here I am bringing stack. Whenever I open the stack here, java.util.stack. Here one angular brace will be there. One angular brace. Can you see? In this angular brace, one E is there. E represents element actually. Now stack is going to hold what element? Means I will say stack is going to hold int element, I'll say. Right. So for that I'll write stack is going to hold int element, some st is equal to new stack. It is a class, no? Class means object creation. Class int element. Whenever I write int here, int is a primitive, no? Right. Understood now? Error will come. Syntax error. Insert dimensions to complete reference type. I want reference type. I don't want primitive type. Stack will not accept primitive. Understood this point? Stack, queue, linked list, they will not work on primitives. They work on objects. Integer, they'll work it. See there, it is working on integer. What you observed here now, frameworks will hold the data in the form of objects. They will not hold primitives. Because of this reason, you are either given wrapper classes to convert your primitives into objects. If you don't convert them, your collection framework will not work. Not only collection framework, upon that collection framework, Hibernate with JPA, one framework is running. Based on this collection framework, one more framework is running in the market, ORM, Object Relation Mapping Tools. The frameworks are running. Hibernate with JPA. The framework is depending upon collection depending upon objects. But the input is primitive. This keyboard is common to all, no? Java programmer buys the same keyboard. C developer buys the same keyboard. .NET people also same keyboard. Amirpet keyboard only. Yes or no? Object oriented means this keyboard is object oriented programmer. You take it. This is a structured programming keyboard. Right? So the data should come in the form of primitive only. No other choice. According to our language, we have to present in the form of objects. That only concept. When others are available in the form of objects, strings already available in the form of objects. If strings are available in the form of objects, stack will say that I will hold string because string is a class. I will hold string. Because string is a class, no, I will hold it. Because they brought a string in the form of class in Java, it can hold. Now what is saying now? One stack is holding integer objects. One stack is holding string objects. Sir, I want student objects, sir. Project is there with me. Place of string, you write student class. It holds student objects. Write product objects. Write book object. Really real time. That only real time. Real time means what? And one database table will be there. All are going for Oracle, no? One product table you will create it. Product 1, product 2, product 3, product, we are preparing one product table, no? Your Oracle teacher will say, take one primary key. Product code is the primary key. Right? One primary key will be there. Remaining all non-primary key values. You created one database table and you kept it. Now, one Flipkart is there, one Amazon is there. They are product stores only, no? You can search the products, no? Right. Suppose my user says that I want to see the products. I must show the products or not now. Whenever I want to show the products, these all products will come out with one query known as select star from product. The queries will come out or not now? But they should go to web browser now. They must go to web browser or not now? When they want to go to the web browser, you are learning HTML now. Learning or not learning? You are learning HTML. HTML, how to align a table tag, division tag. That all you are learning or not now? You can present in one good form now. This is okay, sir. I know HTML. I know database. In middle, what is happening? Our collection framework will come. Understood now? Our collection framework will come and take that data and hold it. How it holds now? In the form of objects. That only concept. Sir, how many objects? How many rows are there? Sir, 10 rows are there. 10 objects. One row, one object. Your collection from framework will hold in the form of objects. Understood this point now? Sir, if they are holding in the form of objects, first I must know object. No, sir. That only training is going on. One is user defined class object. One is a string object. One is wrapper class object. After that, array object, collection object, map object, enum object, course is ended. And collecting all that objects together, that only ended. Once the collection framework, if you know, then the records will come out. One record will become one object. Collect all these objects. Take the support of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Put the data into web browser with good color. That only advanced Java. Understood now? Why I am saying that point to you here? Sir, already the data is coming inside. We are working. Why we have to make in the form of objects? Frameworks like JCF and Hibernate will work with objects. Hibernate with JPA. That is one example of ORM. Other example of ORM is Spring JDBC. They all will work with objects. They will not work with primitives. But my data is coming in the form of primitive. I only should make this data available in the form of objects. That only wrapper classes. Because they'll ask always the questions in interview. What is boxing? What is unboxing? What is auto boxing? What is auto unboxing? Why they're asking these questions means at least you know your primitives are available in the form of objects. Do you know or not? Because future all are available in the form of objects. At least you know that theory or not. Your primitive is converting into object. You had the knowledge or not, they'll check in the interview. Because the questions are important interview questions. The meaning is student knows our primitive is converting into objects for your frameworks. Make a statement. So lot more is there for you. Because I asked you to go for HTML, Oracle parallelly, and you are all meeting together in advance. How the data are coming out, we will take care. The frameworks like JCF. JCF means what now? Java Collection Framework. The frameworks like JCF and Hibernate with JPA. JPA means Java Persistent API. The frameworks like JCF and Hibernate with JPA will hold data in the form of objects. The frameworks like JCF and Hibernate with JPA will hold the data in the form of objects. Because of this reason, we have to make primitive data types available in the form of objects. It's a theory. All of you understood this? Right. This is small theoretical chapter for reading for interview anyway. I used integer, no? The same way you can use float, you can use double, you can use character, you can practice it. But no need to practice because in collection framework, I'll give the practice. Stack is there, queue is there, linked list is there, set is there, dictionary is there, lot more is there. So that all works on primitives only. So wrapper classes working we do with the collection framework. Just for knowledge purpose, we bring these wrapper classes here. Right? No need to work it. You practice my programs and keep it. After that, few programs we are working anyway. So with this, here. In object-oriented programming, how many objects came now? Means here types of objects, user-defined class objects came, string objects came. Today, what object came now? Sir, today wrapper class objects came. How many wrapper class objects came now? 8 objects. Almost 16 objects will be there differently. So just you remember it as a wrapper class objects. Now you are ready with 3 types of objects. Understood this point or not? 3 types of objects you are ready. Under object flavor, you know 3 types of object by today. Now you are eligible for array and collection to hold that objects. But you will not be moved to the array and collection now only. In between, linking of classes will come. Inheritance will come. Up to now you not linked. After linking that only, arrays will come out. Once the arrays comes, course will be ended actually. Because they will come and hold the objects, last part generally. So before that we are entering into linking of objects. It's a theory. So up to now, 3 types of objects covered. Right. I'll write some questions to you, assignment questions. You practice that once. Assignment. Write a program to read a number and display the reverse of given number. Write a program to read a number and display the reverse of a given number. Write a program to check the given number is palindrome number or not. Palindrome number means what? And reverse will be same, no? Like your string only. Right, okay. Write a program to check the given number is Armstrong number. What is the meaning of Armstrong number? What is the meaning of Armstrong number? What is Armstrong number? 153, if you take it, 1 cube, 5 cube, 3 cube. You say, what is the answer? (153). If I say 1 cube and board not there, means this is the problem. Because of online people, we have to use this. Board is there within 3 minutes, 1 minute will be completed, no? 5 cube and 3 cube. What is 1 cube and 1? What is 5 cube? How much? 125. 3 cube is what now? Total answer is what? How much answer? How much? 150. Same answer is coming now. That is Armstrong. Understood now? See, the cubes of individual digits is equal to the given number is known as Armstrong number. That's the concept. So if you give one number, you take one digit outside and cube it. After cubing, the total sum is equal to the given number. That number we call it as Armstrong number. Interview question, that is define, check whether the given number is Armstrong number or not. One question is there in the interview to you. Make it definition. I thought you know, so I thought it. The sum of cubes of digits. The sum of cubes of digits in a given number is equal. The sum of cubes of digits in a given number is equal to the given number. Given number is known as Armstrong number. Armstrong number. So example for Armstrong number is 153. Very less will be there actually. 153. Second number I cannot remember actually. Somewhere I'll display 1 to 100. I'll display somewhere Armstrong numbers. On that I'll show. Right. This 3 you try it once. Okay, right. So read all the notes and come. Anyway, many assignments are pending to you. From string chapter, assignments are pending. Here also some assignments I'll educate it like this. Armstrong numbers. Fibonacci series. How many of you know Fibonacci or Fibonacci? Whatever you're calling. That also important question only. Like this, 1 or 2 important questions I'll pick up and I'll give the solutions to you. Read all the notes. Major part has been ended. Major part means we took one class. Class is holding variable, method, block, constructor. The class came under one package. Package came under one Java project. After that, examples of that classes are string classes and wrapper classes. Finally, we know 3 types of objects. User-defined class objects, wrapper class objects, and string objects. Among that, wrapper class objects are immutable objects. Java.lang.string object is immutable. Java.lang.string buffer is mutable. Java.lang.string builder is mutable. And Java.lang.string buffer is synchronized. Java.lang.string builder is non-synchronized. After that, your wrapper classes and so on. Read all the notes and come. Once, why means I am in leave from tomorrow. Okay, right. How many days are means long break only. Not for 10 days anyway. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, I am in leave. Officially, I am in leave. Sunday only. Monday, Tuesday also I am in leave. So 4 days I am in leave. Officially 4 sessions I am missing. Clear, right? So I'll come back on 23rd. 23rd morning class is there. Got it, right? So after coming back, I will not leave you on Sundays. 1 or 2 Sundays we are working. Got it, right? So it is an urgent work. I am going on leave for 4 days. 4 days means Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Because I completed first part to you. after coming back on the day, I am going to make a revision from day one and come. What are the assignment questions are pending? If anybody has a time, write all that questions in one document and upload that document in the Google Classroom for me, right? I'll be free by Tuesday. I'll be free. I'll check that in my Google Classroom. Until then, I'll be busy out of station for 4 days. Okay, right. So I'll check that list. I'll come on Wednesday. I'll make a revision for 20 minutes. What has been happened. I'm entering into the next level. The next level I stopped. References, inheritance, interfaces, abstract classes, inner classes, exception handling. Chapter. After exception handling, conclusion of object-oriented features, entering into array collection map. So we are nearer anyway, but I'll work on 1 or 2 Sundays for you after coming back because I'm taking a long break. Already I took 1 session break on last month, 24th, I think, right? 1 session, these 4 sessions. I must compensate these sessions after coming back. Clear, right? So I am available on 23rd, that is on Wednesday. Class is on 23rd 3/22, that is on Wednesday. Clear everyone? Right. Are you happy or not happy, Andy? Happy, huh? Why? Right. After coming back Sunday, you are going to see this block again on Sunday. Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Read all the notes and come. Right. Complete.